Hey, I'm Ballsy, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Ballsy. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm on the beach. I'm talking to you.
You
Life
are.
is great. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Very busy, but very, very good. I had to chat with you about your upcoming new single and your debut solo project. Like, are you nervous? Are you excited? How are you feeling?
I am all those things. I'm feeling all the things. You know what? I'm sure you've heard this from many indie artists, but it's just so much work, so much busy work, so much admin work, so much behind the scenes work when you don't have like a big machine label behind you that I am just constantly distracted by feel like I haven't been able to really feel feelings because I'm just like constantly sending emails and putting content together and things like that. So, for better or worse, I haven't been overwhelmed by any feelings yet, but the biggest feeling of all is excitement for sure.
Yeah.
Very, very excited to finally be doing this. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while. And I'm excited to just share it with whoever wants to listen and yeah, make some new pals along the way. So,
Amazing. Just the perfect amount of feelings. No overwhelming just
yeah,
yet. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ask me again in like I don't know, a couple weeks. We'll see.
Or maybe the minute before the song is released.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been killing with the content. I mean, those reels you've been posting are hilarious. Um,
I'm glad.
you filmed those all in one shot, right?
Yeah. So essentially, I went to this awesome community space, the Community Digital Arts Hub here in Montreal. I know it doesn't look like Montreal behind me, but that is where I am. It's just like this really affordable space for artists in the city, for English language artists in the city. So it's really, really awesome. And a friend of mine works there and was like, come on in and we'll just like, we'll set you up with a green screen and we'll just do like wacky stuff all day. And I was like, sounds great. So I just went in for an afternoon and just like went full unhinged era and just got tons and tons of footage with the primary goal of making a music video. That will also be a thing. But in the meantime, I was sent home with all this ridiculous footage that I couldn't just sit on. I had to just do something ridiculous, equally ridiculous with it and kind of share it with whoever just needed something silly to look at throughout the day and just someone else embarrassing themselves on camera. So that's what I've been doing, and you know, it feels very natural. It feels very vulnerable, serious. No, it's just, you know, as you know, you've been such an amazing fan for so long with my previous project in Caveboy that I've been doing this for a long time, and the industry can like eat you alive
Mhm.
and just make you burn out instantly. Going into this new project with that hindsight in mind, I'm like, I only want to do fun stuff,
Yep.
which is such a privilege. I'm in a very privileged position that I am able to do that. Like I can just do fun, weird stuff with the ultimate goal of just like making people smile and laugh for a little bit throughout the day. So, so far so good. Again, ask me again in 6 months, I may be dead.
Yeah.
I may be a dead person, but for now, it's going great.
Amazing. I mean, Be Your Baby is such a fun single too. Perfect timing. It is a summer bop. What was the initial idea for this track? Was it like a specific lyric or was it like a melody? What was it?
Well, I co-wrote this song with Mint Simon, a
Yeah.
fellow member of Caveboy and one of my best buds and favorite collaborative partner. And we actually sat down back in like, I want to say January or February. So really not summer vibes, but maybe we wanted to escape a little bit. And we kind of just like mixed things up. I picked up a guitar and Mint picked up a bass, which is like not a thing that they ever do.
Yeah.
And they killed it. They just like came up with this little, you know, these notes, this little strumming pattern. And I followed along on guitar, and it was so kind of dreamy and summery and ethereal, just like threw a bunch of reverb on whatever we were doing. And it was just felt so fun and so good. We're like, yeah, let's roll with this. And it was such a fun and bright music track. But I knew going into that session that I wanted to get some like really dark stuff off my chest. So, as light and breezy as the music is, the lyrical content is all about like my mommy issues and like yeah, just like weird relationship with my mom, kind of her abandoning the family and things like that. It felt really, really good to be able to do that along with this really fun kind of cheeky music track. I kind of like clashing those two worlds together. So yeah, and I kind of like that it can sound like a romantic song too. Like maybe you're singing to anyone who has left you. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a parental figure. It could be an ex-lover, it can be an ex-friend, anything. So hopefully it resonates with anyone who has experienced any kind of hard loss or abandonment from someone that they thought would love them unconditionally. And it's also a summer bop.
Yeah, that's so funny. One of my favorite bands, Churches, their lyrics are very, very dark and very, very sad, but their songs are so fun. Like I just love like pulling them apart and just like reading the lyrics and like having a mental breakdown. That's something that has to happen.
Yes, love having a mental breakdown to major chords. We love it.
How long did you listen to the track without lyrics? Because I just went to a studio session and I got sick of the song very, very fast, and I was there for 2 hours. So
that is so valid, honestly. Having worked as a producer and a mixing engineer, like you're just constantly listening to the same song on loop, just like thousands of times. So I feel you. But in this particular case, it all came together pretty quickly. The music kind of came along. We tend to work in a similar way where we just kind of get this chord progression happening, get this basic music bed happening. And we start just like mumbling vocal melodies that are just coming out naturally, like the first things that happen. And we're recording them, we're taking voice notes, we're recording them into the track and just building from there. Like, oh, I really like that part, but that part's not as strong. Let's build on that. Oh, you're kind of accidentally saying a lyric there. Like maybe we should go with that lyric. So it tends to happen pretty quickly, especially with someone that I've been working with for like 10 years, you know. We kind of read each other really well and are often going for the same vibe. So it happens pretty naturally, which is such a gift. You know, some days are better than others, but this particular day, it happened very quickly. I can't give you an exact time, but the whole song was written for sure, like just within an afternoon. And then I spent a couple days on polishing the production and the mix and everything. So yeah.
that's perfect. Yeah. Oh my God. No, because when I tell you I did not want to listen to that song ever again, that is not a lie.
I believe
Your
you.
Baby is amazing. Again, it's so good. It's such a summer bop.
Thank you.
No problem. Were there any other songs that came before Beer Baby that was an option as a first single, or was it always Beer Baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were a handful of other ones that are still in the mix, are still being worked on, but this one in particular felt the strongest and most exciting, and like you said, like best for the summer kind of situation. But yeah, there are a handful of other ones that I'm working on, similar subject matter. Some of the music is a little bit grungier, a little bit heavier. Some of them are a little slower, a little sadder. And I'm still doing more writing sessions and writing new tracks. So just gonna be a lot more fun stuff on the way, a roller coaster of emotions. But yeah, this one felt pretty like a pretty safe bet for like the introduction to my project.
It is so catchy. Again, I literally cannot say it enough. It's just so catchy. It's always in my brain. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy you like it. As a music enthusiast, you mean so much to me.
Oh my God. I want to ask about these Ballsy Diva cups. guess
Hashtag Ballsy Diva Cups.
that was my favorite merch item.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. When brainstorming those photos, what other ideas came to mind?
Oh,
Some were crazy.
yeah, I mean, that's again, that is the branding of this project. It's just unhinged. It's my unhinged era,
Yes.
and I'm not holding back anymore. Yeah, that was a journey. I like some ideas just came to me, and other ideas I just like did a search of like royalty free stock images, and I would just like go into the search bar and I'd be like stuff or like item, just like see what popped up. But the Diva Cup particular came to my mind because that's just how my mind works. Like, what's the most ridiculous thing I could think of? And that just came to me pretty immediately. I was like, I wonder if I could actually make this happen, but I'm sure there's lawsuits on the way.
Again, unhinged era.
Yes.
A little
Take me
lawsuit,
to court.
a little spice. Um, my last question for you is, who are your favorite artists right now?
Oh, the hardest question for the last. I'm gonna shout out a local artist and a longtime love artist, both of which who inspire me every day. You like this lead up? I'm giving a little build up here
I'm so
that
anticipated.
no one asked for. Unsolicited build up coming at you. So I want to shout out a very, very talented artist here in Montreal, and a near and dear pal of mine, and such talented collaborator pal as well. They're called Corey Gulkin, and they make awesome kind of like indie rock vibes music, and they're putting out new singles. They got a new album coming, all exciting stuff. If you like what I'm doing, I think you'll really, really like what they're doing. And then just like longtime love, I'd have to say the band Always, Canadian superstars. Yeah, definitely have influenced my sound a bunch. I love the kind of like jangly guitars mixed with kind of old vintage synths. And again, just that kind of ethereal, beachy vibe that can still be a little hardcore, but still be really soft and warm too. So yes, those are my favorite artists right now. That was a lot of pressure, but I feel like I did great.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and it was so great to catch up with you, and I cannot wait for this single to be released. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. So sorry to be calling you from the beach, but you know what? I'll drop anything for you.
Vacation. I'm so sorry.
I will drop anything for you, Sarah. Okay. Thank you so much for having me.